Ladies and gentlemen, we are live, and it's Wednesday, so you know what that means. That means we have the Valentine's edition of AEW Dynamite tonight. It's going to be a good one, folks. Lots going on the show. AEW and Tony Khan bringing the heat. So we got a number one contenders match for the TNT title. We got a Texas death match. We got the Young Bucks and Jon Moxley in action. We got so much to dive into, so much to talk about. So make sure you grab your snacks, grab your feel good, and hopefully someone out there chooses you. Let's go. Ding, 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 folks. Like I said, we are back at it. We are live. We are the Wrestling for Life Network. We are the channel that just covers more live wrestling than anyone else out there. And it's a pleasure to be back at it again tonight. Happy Valentine's Day to everybody out there. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're feeling the love. But let's hope we are feeling the love for AEW Dynamite tonight. Like I said, lots going on. A very interesting card as so far announced. Jon Moxley, Dax Harwood. Very interesting. Young Bucks taking on Top Flight. Adam Copeland against Danny Garcia. I did not realize this is a number one contender title for the TNT title. This match will be very interesting. Willow Nightingale taking on Skye Blue. And, of course, Orange Cassidy will be in a Texas death match against Matt Taven. I guess Orange Cassidy put the challenge out there. Matt Taven is the one that stepped up to accept it. So very interesting night. I think we're going to get a little bit of Tony Storm. Plus, we are going to get a face-to-face between your main event for Revolution, assuming it's the main event, but the world title match with Joe, with Hangman, and Swerve. They will all be sitting down and having a little chat tonight. So lots to dive into, lots of hope for this show. I know I've said before in the past that AEW maybe came out of the gate a little slow in 2024, but fingers crossed that there's a lot of potential there. But I will take a second to say hello to the chat. Like I said, I hope everyone out there is doing well. You're feeling the love. It's a good day to get into some wrestling, but get in that chat, hit like, hit subscribe. For the next couple hours, you're stuck with me, Mr. Every Night, KJ White, the Iron Man of YouTube, the face that runs the place. And I'm looking forward to it as I'm slightly distracted by my TV. But, ladies and gentlemen, it should be a good one here on the show. Looking forward to, again, all the hope in the world that AEW, Tony Khan, can right the ship. That they can keep giving us better shows, better Wednesday nights, a little more intrigue, a little more action. Danny taking on Adam Copeland. I'm not sure how everyone out there feels about it yet, but I did not realize if Daniel Garcia wins this, he will be the number one contender for Christian Cage's TNT title. Edge, we've been waiting. I've been waiting. I don't know if you guys have been waiting, but I've definitely been waiting for Edge and Christian to get back at it. Didn't love how this was left at World's End. We haven't talked about it a whole lot. I know Edge said he was going to prove he can outwork Christian by taking on a bunch of matches, having the Copeland challenge, but he needs to win this match. He needs to go back after Christian. And again, I think Adam Copeland as TNT champion would definitely have a nice ring to it. I'm all for it. I'm hopeful that that's where they're heading with this. It sets up a decent rivalry, that's already been taking place, but it sets up a decent match. And maybe not the conclusion of the rivalry, but definitely another chapter or another page in the book that is Adam Copeland versus Christian. Now, other interesting things, obviously. Jon Moxley taking on Dax. We saw a confrontation between Jon Moxley, Claudio, the BCC, and FTR on Saturday. So that escalated quickly, became a brawl, became a pull apart. So we will get a singles match. Now we know Dax has a history of not winning singles matches. So I'm not very optimistic for my buddy Dax. We will see how that goes. We also have this death match. Now, we know that Roddy's going to fight Orange Cassidy at Revolution. My only concern with the booking of the match tonight is you're taking on one of the henchmen, one of the lesser lights in the Undisputed Kingdom. Should it be a death match? Like, is that a bit of a leap? And what do you do at Revolution if Taven's going to jump into a death match tonight? Then what do you do at Revolution with Roddy? Is it just a typical match? Will that be enough? Will that matter? I'm really curious to why we get this instant escalation in the, in the type of match. Why is it not just straight up match? But with all that being put out to the chat, get in there, say hello. It's going to be a fun couple hours here. And once again, welcome, welcome, welcome. Big Nick's in the chat, reminding everybody, check out our Discord. Check us out on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, everywhere else you can find us. All the links are below. Give us some love. Give us some support. But we are definitely growing by the minute, so we thank everybody for that. So big shout out to Big Nick. Hopefully him and his lady are having a fun night off. Baby Man Gaming, all happy to see you. Welcome, 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 Damien. Always looking forward to some stuff. Very good point, by the way, Damien. QT Marshall has returned to AEW. From what I can gather, it's in a backstage capacity, which, I mean, we've seen others sign on to the company in backstage capacities that end up on the show quite a bit, Jeff Jarrett. But, yes, QT Marshall coming back. I got no problem with this. I have no issue with QT. I didn't love QTV. It wasn't delivered well. It wasn't packaged well. But, again, from all reports, he's a good wrestling mind. He's connected to the Nightmare Factory. This is a guy that might be able to help you book a little bit better. Maybe, maybe not. It remains to be seen. But good for him. Welcome on back, and we will see. AEW has a new stage tonight. Now, I have not heard that report, Damien. I'm pretty pumped about that. We'll see what it looks like. Hope it's cool. Hope they did well with it. We'll see, we'll see, we'll see. EQ with all his popcorn, as always. Welcome, welcome, my guy. Eric, what's up? Good evening to you in the chat. Hello. Welcome back. Richard Jr., hello, Richard. I'm sure whatever you said was awesome. I just smushed the like. I just smushed the like, similar to how Ronnie smushed JWoww on Jersey Shore. So, in the interest of Valentine's Day, in the interest of that romantic series that was Jersey Shore, hit that like button. Help massage that algorithm, but make sure you get in the chat. Subscribe. Like I said, we are growing by the minute. We're pushing towards 4K. Our second birthday is about to hit March 2nd, the night before Revolution. We will turn 2 years old, and I can't believe 2 years has passed. It has flown by. We've done hours and hours of content here, and we wouldn't change it for the world. So hope everyone out there, be a friend, tell a friend. Take this link, drop it. If you know people are out there on Reddit or in chat rooms, drop our link. Let them know they're missing out on the fastest growing channel, the best wrestling content, and the wrestling utopia that you can't find anywhere else. After Revolution AEW Dynamite, we'll have a new commentary set. Just a set, not the actual commentators. Well, I think if we're going to change the set, Damien, we should change it all. Larry Mack, how you doing? How you doing? Thoughts and prayers. The fans of the Kansas City Chiefs. I just heard some stories about that today. I don't know a whole lot, but yeah, T's and P's to anybody affected for sure. There's always some people that have to ruin the fun time for everybody else. Boston Gamer, welcome back, sir. I hope you are doing well. First name, John. Yo, what's up? What's up? How you doing? How you doing? Daniel Price, welcome back. Huge signing for AEW. The QT Marshall guy is going to be a game changer. Forget Okada. Forget Sasha Banks. Forget Giselle. Forget them all. We got QT Marshall. But again, at the end of the day, if QT can help the creative process, great. If he's just another yes man, another guy that's going to tell Tony things are great, 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 then it's pointless. QT at the time he left talked a lot about how much he wrote for the shows, how much he contributed. So this could be a good thing for AEW. Again, anything they try and do that helps improve the overall product, I'm all for, I support, I'm excited for. So let's go, as we are about 5 minutes away from the start of the show. Should be a fun one, but let's keep going through this chat, saying hello to some other people. I was mentioning that to someone earlier that recently had a Texas death match in Florida, when they had one not too long before that one, and now they're doing another one just because. A, can we not just have a hardcore match? B, can you call it like no DQs? Like the fact that every match with no rules is a Texas death match blows my mind a little bit. It's a little conceptually inaccurate. They're never in Texas. They did it in Florida. They did it elsewhere. And again, I think that if you're building towards Roddy at Revolution, a death match against Taven doesn't make a lot of sense for me. And I think anybody out there, I know I took some heat. I always take some heat for how much I kind of bag on Tony and bag on AEW. But Taven versus Orange Cassidy one-on-one makes complete sense. I like it. You have, the Undisputed Kingdom get involved, mess with Orange Cassidy, but to make it a death match as you're leading into Revolution, when you're a few weeks out from Revolution, is that the best choice? Because then Roddy and OC should be a cage match, a bull rope match. Well, what should they do to up a Texas death match? What do you do? I don't know. EQ, time to rock. Let's go. Let's go. I think that's the other show, but yes, let's rock and roll. Jennifer, good to see you. I'm new to this channel. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Appreciate you joining us and stopping by. Be a friend, tell a friend. And yes, it's always nice to see the ladies in the chat. KJ, what's Dynamite's main event tonight? Well, that's a very interesting question. It's either going to be Copeland versus Garcia, or it's going to be Orange Cassidy versus Taven. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Moxley, Harwood? No, probably not. Young Bucks, Top Flight shouldn't be. Willow, Skye, Blue, definitely not. So, yeah, I'm thinking maybe Copeland, Garcia? What do you guys think? What's the main event tonight? You can't end the show with a death match. Start the show with a death match, I don't think. It wouldn't surprise me. So technically, based on the stipulation, would the main event be Orange Cassidy, Taven, Texas death match? Or are you going to open your show or halfway through your show do a death match and then follow it up? It's probably going to be Orange Cassidy, Matt Taven to open the show in a death match and then follow it with Willow and Skye Blue. Poor girls. What's up, Eric? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Welcome on back. Perhaps QT has been missing ingredient since he left at the end of the year. The television has been a difficult watch. You know what? See, money, at this point, I will take that guess. Why not? Why not? Why not? Let's, again, if QT can come back in and help the program, I'm all for it. And we have seen that 2024 started out with a weird start. It hasn't been cooking the way I was hoping AEW would. I thought World's End was a little bit of left a little to be desired, and now we're into what we have through January into the beginning of February. I felt last week was the best episode of Dynamite of 2024. I hope they can up that this week. QT coming back in the fold, if it helps, I'm all for it. Let's go. Let's see what happens. I feel like you're being a little sarcastic, but I'm going to be a little bit positive. But welcome back, C Money. Hayden, good to see you. Why are they waiting to show roster reveals of the 19th instead of the 15th? Hayden, I'm not quite sure what you're referencing. We'll see. Are you I don't know. Maybe a little context to help me out there. Wrestling's so freaking hot right now. David, welcome to the channel. That's the best part about being a wrestling fan. Like this Saturday, we are covering Wrestling Revolver. We're going to get the debut of Elias, if you will. Wherever you look, WWE, AEW, Independence, it's all cooking. As I am getting the start of All Elite Wrestling right here, right now. Let's go. Looking forward to this one. And again, for anybody who's watching me talk about this, I know I can be critical, but I always start very hopeful. What's up, Bash 8? How are you? I admire the optimist viewpoint, but it wasn't that good before he left. Back. Fair enough. All right. Checking out the new stage. I'm new to the channel. I think I got that one already. Vape Car, welcome back, Damien. What do you think about the signing of Rocky Romero as a wrestler and a backstage role? Very interesting. But John Moxley kicking off the show tonight. There you go. John Moxley, Harwood, going to be the opening match tonight. If you guys don't know, we take a prediction on every single match, and we will take a rating out of 10 at the end of the night. So stick around. I want to know what the fans feel about the show. But here comes John Moxley. Dun-dun. Saw that. Yes, T's and P's for sure. Again, it always takes a few to fuck up a party for everybody, right? E-Man, good to see Kyle. How you doing? DN Vlogs, welcome. First time big wrestling fan. I think the biggest news is WWE didn't get QT to give Cody back up against Rock and Roman. Huge news. Welcome to the channel, sir. Assuming. But thank you for being here. And yeah, I mean, that's a big loss, right? Big hit. We always like to spin those stories. But yeah, I mean, good for QT. I have no issue with QT. We'll see what happens with him. Getting QT Marshall is definitely a step in the right direction. There you go. Well, you had him, you let him go. He kind of left on his own accord, but it almost feels like QT left and realized there wasn't really anywhere for him to go, so he went back. Is that the vibe anyone else got? Like, he was like, okay, see you, everybody, put out a big statement about how hard he worked, how much he did, and then he went out in the wrestling world and looked around, and nobody was really knocking on his door, so he called up Tony. He's like, hey, man, what you been up to? That's what it kind of feels like. I don't know. Another Texas death match. Vance, welcome back. Yeah, I mean, I don't get it, but well, I don't know. Let's ride it out. Like I said, my biggest issue is if you're going to have a Texas death match tonight en route to Revolution, Revolution needs to be, you got to up the stakes at Revolution. All right? Why would you have a harder, bigger match than the one you're going to have at the pay-per-view? I don't know. And here comes Top Guy. Probably Top Guys, but here comes Dax. So who you taking? I will get to your predictions. Basically, yeah, it's leading to Strong versus Cassidy. Anyway, for the title, have the stakes there. Blowing your wad now is stupid. David, I appreciate that. And yeah, that's my take on it is you have the match. The match makes complete sense because you can write the angle. You can have things happening. But the stipulation to me doesn't make sense a couple weeks before the pay-per-view match with Roddy. But hey, what do I know? I hate hearing that, Mike. I really do. And like I said, thoughts and prayers to everyone out there. It was supposed to be a celebration. It's supposed to be a good time. And nowadays, it always seems there's a few that like to mess it up for everybody else. Keyshawn, KJ, I think we have come to the grips with the fact that AEW doesn't prioritize logic or story. In a lot of cases, and this is an example where some fans will say, why are you being so critical? Just enjoy. I want it to make a little bit of sense. As we get the ding ding, let's go. Beyond annoying. Wrestling fans, Robert Cortez, how you doing? He feeling the AEW vibe tonight. Eric Bischoff was right when he said the Buck heel turn was weak. It has been weak. I mean, I will give them credit. The end of last week's show, pretty good. Then they're on Rampage wearing the same clothes. Will they show up tonight in the same clothes? I don't know. They're going to take on Top Flight. Fair enough. But I said from the minute they booked this match that Sting and Darby were going to win the tag titles and the Bucks were going to retire Sting and take the tag titles to add insult to injury. Again, I'm struggling to get behind the Bucks, but it is what it is. Lady B, how you doing? Reporting for wrestling. How you doing? Welcome back. And brought the puppy with you. I see Adam versus Danny, possibly. I think Adam versus Danny is going to be the main event. Again, on paper, if you announce that, like major main event next week, Adam, Danny, I don't love it. Tony likes Danny Garcia more than I think most do. I have no issue with Danny Garcia. I just think he's higher on the depth chart than he should be. I did not realize it was going to be a #1 contenders match. But this match is ding-dinged and on rolling, so I'm going to skip down a little bit. Dax for the win. Dax does not win singles matches, so I'm not picking Dax. FTR, Moxley for the win. Mox will bleed. Well, we're off and swinging. You just called me David. He must be baked. Did I call you David? What happened there? I think I said Daniel, no? It only takes one monkey to F up a circus. Facts. TLD, good to see you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Wesley, good to see you. I also see Ronan, JV. Already got money. Darius, wrestling and wrestling toys and teas. Happy Wednesday. What's up? What's up? I hope you're doing well, sir. Good to see you. CX99, welcome back. Philip Brown. Lots of new names in the chat tonight as Moxley is chewing on Dax. Listen, there's not a whole lot of meat on the top of that man's head. Just saying. Pause. Main event. Yeah, I think so. For one better, have Taven beat OC in a death match and add him and let it be a triple threat. Yeah, no, you are definitely smoking something to come up with that theory. You know, it doesn't make any sense to get him involved. It really doesn't. He's just a stooge. Again, they're just supposed to be there to help build the angle. Yeah, no. Sorry, bro. You're on your own. I'm going to have Garcia do the job, but being in the ring with me gives him a rub edge using Jericho logic. Listen, I like Adam Copeland. I like Danny. I just don't know if that's a marquee main event. It sounds like a, early in the show type match. More QTV. The return of QTV. We'll find out. They're going to be great first match, and then the show will fall apart. Philip, I will not believe it. I'm hoping we will not fall apart. It could, but I'm hoping it doesn't. The Dax under. Big swing and a miss. Right into the choke by Mox. Where do they put the face-off with Swerve, Joe, and Hangman on the show? Does that close the show? Now, that could. I mean, generally, top of the hour, you want the most intrigue to keep people for that second hour, catch some new viewers, perhaps. I don't know. But yeah, I'm leaning towards top of the hour. The death match should be top of the hour where AEW usually falls. Could be. But would an Orange Cassidy, Matt Taven death match pull people in? That's the other question. As Moxley knocking Dax to the floor. Crowd sounds pretty live. I'm not sure what the attendance is here tonight. Around the ring looking good. And up into the crowd goes Dax. What's up? Still don't know what to do with all these nuggets. Anybody got some sweets? Easy bake. Eat them, buddy. Eat them. Enjoy. Just don't put them elsewhere. I don't care what The Rock says. Don't put them elsewhere. They don't taste nearly as good. Over under, Mox bleeds in 1.5. It's safe to go over right now. But they are in the crowd. So very typical of a Moxley match. Staying in the ring is the tricky part. Moxley for the win. Sandbagger Mox for the W. There's going to be a CMLL. So they did announce officially today AEW will go to CMLL, and there will be a match. The BCC in an 8-man tag taking on some stars from Mexico. So that one is on the docket. We'll see. We felt like it was leading there, but in the meantime, the BCC is going to fight FTR. Dax gets launched into the pole. Down he goes. Isn't it funny how people say WWE is trying to ruin New Japan and other Japanese promotions? AEW legit taking all their stars and bookers. I've only heard a select few talking about WWE trying to ruin Japan. It blows my mind because, I mean, the funnel has been New Japan and AEW. If they take Okada, they already got Takeshita, which technically was not a New Japan, but a Japanese wrestler nonetheless. Plus the women. Yeah, I don't buy that. And people accuse WWE of using Rossi, who got fired, to funnel some talent. But Rossi's taken talent for his own promotion. So people instantly jump on the Fed and start blaming and pointing fingers, but it's not always the case, guys. It's Valentine's Day, and you know what that means. Let's go. Let's go. Can you please pray for the victims of today's shooting in the Chiefs rally? 100%. 100%. Again, when you show up to an event, you just want to have a good time. I mean, it's too often, and I'm not American. So from an outsider's perspective, I just feel like it's too often the reports of situations like this. So it makes me sad for sure. But T's and P's all the way. Dax for the win as we go to pitcher and pitcher. Both men down. Huge suplex up over the top rope. Both men on the floor. How can WWE ever recover from not getting QT? I think they'll be okay. I think they got Brian Gershwich now. We're going to work it out. GCW section of the show. Yeah. GCW does it better, though. That's the problem, Chair. Welcome back, sir. Good to see you. Mox versus Dax. Here we go. Here we go. He just called me David. I got that one already. One day the BCC are heels. The next day they're faces. They had more turns than the Big Show. I think the argument here, Bash, and again, for better or worse, a lot of younger, modern fans that haven't watched wrestling as long as I have, will tell me that I'm ridiculous because you don't need a baby face. You don't need a heel. You do. Because if you want to tell a good story, you got to know who to cheer for. And you hear it at times with the crowd when they get split. It does not work well. The BCC, it's just whoever they want to fight this week. So if they're fighting FTR, they're heelish. If they fight, when they were fighting the guys from that came in from CMLL, same thing. The CMLL was working as baby, like had a baby face vibe to them. If you watch the match, it's really confusing at times. But I do think you need a compelling baby face, a compelling heel, and that's how you get over. Ask Cody Rhodes. It works. Eric, welcome. Good to see Mox for the win. I like it. Who else? We already in pit. Well, I'm still in pitcher. So most people are taking Mox. Makes sense. Drop kick that like button and subscribe to the channel. MDB, one of our newest moderators here. Welcome, sir. And thank you for that. Yes, if you're watching us right now, as we inch towards 100 people on the channel, make sure you hit like, make sure you hit subscribe. Help us massage that algorithm just a little bit. Howdy, first time here from Kentucky. Welcome from Kentucky. I was a big fan of the Wildcats growing up, so it's good to see you, Randy. Thank you for joining us. We always appreciate new faces. Hey, yo, Mox. Still, this is a long pitcher in pitcher. Takeshita needs the belt, a feud, something. I think you're saying he needs a belt or a belt-related feud. Takeshita is good enough, especially with Callis. You don't need the Callis family. You just need Takeshita and Dawn, and let Takeshita win matches. Let him win big matches. Let him go after OC. Let him go after the title. Put a strap on him. Make him more relevant than just the guy that randomly gets booked good matches. I like this guy a lot. I want him used more. I see no reason why we can't use him more. So that's just my take on that. I haven't watched AEW all that much. When was the last time Dax fought as a single? It would probably be a couple months ago. Dax and FTR don't wrestle a lot. They haven't wrestled a lot through the back end of 2023. When they do wrestle, it's good. Dax has never won a singles match unless it was against Cash. So I'm not very optimistic. As both men coming out of pitcher and pitcher, holding hands and exchanging chops, now forearms. Just not letting go of. Both got that left hand locked. Loud ass chops. Let's go. I still wonder what are the rules of a nothing. There's no rules. It's just AEW's Texas death matches or anything goes, furniture, whatever. It's chaos. It's their way. Instead of just calling it a no DQ match or no, something, everything's a death match as both men just swinging at each other, holding each other up. Oh, back to it. And both men down off a right hand. KJ, the reason for a triple threat is to have the dissension. But why are we building dissension on a group that we just revealed less than 6 weeks ago? So, yeah, I don't really care for that. In my humble opinion, end it. It fell flat. It's over. They're not going to end it. You know they're not going to end it. They're waiting for Adam. They're waiting for Adam to get better, and they're waiting for MJF. Like, it's not going to go anywhere. Just book them better. Instead of having the Bullet Club and the Acclaimed hanging out and just being buddies, have them go after the crew they were mad at. Give them something relevant to do in the meantime. But yeah, putting Taven in a triple threat makes no sense to me. Sorry, sir. A lot of people are saying that WWE is burning Jade for changing the plan. People think they know. People are getting ahead of themselves. We don't even know what the plans were. And again, it's reported shit. I don't buy it for a reason. I don't think Jade's upset. I think they're trying to be smart with her. And again, it's just speculation. Don't read everything you read. Don't believe everything you read. I think, yeah. But yeah, no, I mean, come on, guys. We don't have any idea what they're up to. And that's what I always find funny with this shit. What part of Elimination Chamber do we think she was going to be in? And what did she get pulled from? And again, if they don't want her in an Elimination Chamber match because they don't think it's going to be conducive for her career, I got to take their word. I got to trust that they're doing the right thing. But it's so weird how people put a spin on everything. Well, she wasn't booked for a chamber. Oh, they pulled her. They're not you. Oh, and whatever. Like, we're guessing. And so much of this shit is guessing. Yeah, it's a hardcore match. Both men up top. Oh, Dax looking around. Big superplex. Boom goes Moxley. The Kingdom still needed to establish themselves. They can't have inner beef now. I'm with you, Keyshawn. Too soon. They haven't done shit. Why can you, how do you guys get mad at each other and start breaking up if you haven't done shit? You haven't done anything together. Both men down. There's a referee count. That's a rare occasion. I like that. Let's go. Hardcore last man standing match. Essentially, yes. Masked men attacking Moxley and Dax. Richard, put the pipe down. KJ is a new... KJ, is that? Yes. So the barricades are new looking, and the stage, it looks new. So, again, AEW trying to upgrade, trying to evolve. I'm okay with it. I like it. I like the look around the ring. We're back to holding hands and exchanging blows. And Moxley, who just got dropped on his head, is A-OK. God, I hate Moxley's matches. Moxley back to his feet. No selling. Dax ducks looking for the armbar. No. And step through. Sharpshooter from Dax. There we go. That's how you keep Mox down. Put him in a submission hold. I give you guys credit for covering a lot of wrestling companies. We really do. Like I said, we're going to be here for Revolver. Last Saturday, we covered GCW's J-Cup, which was a fun one. Shout out to Masha for the W on that one. A lady that's always given this channel some love. So really appreciate that. Good to see her take the win. We're here for Revolver. We're going to be here for New Japan. We're going to be here at 4:30 in the morning for Chamber. We're going to be here for Revolution. So when people jump on my case about what companies we like and don't like, we watch them all. We are diehard wrestling fans to the extent. I'm here with you guys on Valentine's Day. Luckily, I have a Valentine that's understanding. You're not American. You're kidding. Not at all. I thought they were going to confirm some roster for 2K24 tomorrow. Maybe. Yeah. Why not? I have no idea, Hayden, but perhaps. What's going on, Nick Bray? How you doing? How you doing? Roll through. Roll back. Big swing and a miss. Dax up. Pile driver. See how long Moxley sells a pile driver. What's up? What's up? What's up? I'm just getting here. Welcome, welcome, sir. MDB, good to see you again. I said hi to you like 3 times now, my friend. Even as an American, it happens too often. Yeah. Like I said, I mean, I don't want to get into that, but the idea is this. Just have fun, guys. Like, I mean, every time there's like a big event and everyone's celebrating, there's a group of clowns that's got to fuck it up for everybody. It's like the wrestling. We're all trying to enjoy the wrestling. There's a small pocket of wrestling fans fucking it up for everybody. Dax reminds me of Perry Saturn. Visually, or that's about it. Oh, Moxley kicks the rope into a cutter. Yeah, Moxley no-sells a pile driver, essentially. And then hits a stomp. So he hits a cutter and then a stomp. Then a pile driver's own. And Dax kicks out. What's up, Dale? How you doing? How you doing? Canadian? Canadian. Proudly Canadian. Howdy from the boonies here in Kentucky. Like I said, I grew up a Wildcats fan randomly. I think it was just because I like the logos and the unis. But yeah, no, welcome. We got people all over North America, a whole bunch of UK fans. We even got people tuning in from Germany, South Africa, and Australia. We're growing by the minute. We've become internationally known. As Moxley setting Dax up. Big punch. No Saturn had blue eyes. Yeah, he mixed eyes, didn't he? There you go. Mox kills me. And listen, the match has been entertaining. The match is back and forth, 2 count. I honestly think that Jon Moxley is a terrible wrestler. I really do. I don't like it because I got guys going in the ring with Moxley that are drilling. Look, just back up again, back into the choke. We're going to get the tap out. Moxley, for a guy that I've listened to talk again and again about, oh, I had to leave WWE. They were stymieing my art and da-da-da-da. Part of the art of what you do, part of your job, part of what you're paid to do is sell some shit. And he sells nothing. Nothing. I'm high. Aren't we all, my guy? Aren't we all? As Dax taps out, Moxley refusing to let go. How many matches do I predict for Revolution? Tony Khan loves. Oh, here. Whoa. Dax Cash pounding on Moxley. But Tony Khan loves 14 to 15. If you count the pre-show, the history has shown us he'll be in the neighborhood of 14 to 15 matches. And Claudio laying out Cash. And there you go. The fans aren't sure if they're supposed to cheer or boo. Did the baby faces just get beat up? We don't know. But not bad. I mean, again, an action-packed opening match. But my God, I want Moxley to sell. He looks perfectly fine. He's not selling the fact that he was in a hard battle. He's not breathing. He's just fucking just out for a stroll as he continues to choke Dax. So they're back to being heels. I'm so fucking confused. Thank you. Hit that like. Let's go. If you're here right now, hit that like button. Good guys versus bad guys. It's storytelling at its finest. And the best fan reactions, even if you watch, within AEW even, it's not exclusive to just certain companies. When the fans have a clear-cut babyface that they are behind and want to win, and there's a clear-cut asshole heel fucking that up, that is when you get your best fan reactions. If the fans are always in the middle, kind of cheering for both, like Dax and Cash are baby faces, technically, and they just got destroyed. And the fans are cheering the BCC out of the ring. It doesn't make sense. As we got Don Callis, Hobbs, who I think is still a wrestler, and Takeshita. So Dax continues to not win singles matches. Thank you. No face / heel is like watching a movie with no good guy, bad guy. Basically watching IRL Twitch stream for streamer eat breakfast. West, that is it. I mean, again, Every movie that you've ever watched, there's a good guy that's trying to overcome something. And there's usually a bad guy or a bad circumstance holding them down. And that's what that's where you make your money. That's where people pay to watch your shows. That's where people buy tickets to go to your shows. And that's what Tony Khan needs to realize. If everybody's a fucking tweener and just, well, these two are going to fight this week, it doesn't work. That's why Don Callis gets so much heat, because he's genuinely a dick and people get it. Were you in Speed with Sandra Bullock? Who, me? Roddy, good to see you. Brother Fluff, how you doing? How you doing? Inch and Massage. I'm in the wrong stream. No, you're not. No, you're not. Come on. Just subbed. I'm digging your channel. Thank you, Randy. We appreciate it. Be a friend, tell a friend. We are growing by the second. We're heading towards 4K, and we're not even 2 years old yet. We've been on fire. Big shout out to Big Nick. Big shout out to Anthony. I hope they're doing well tonight, and I'm enjoying bringing you guys the Wednesday night coverage as here comes Wardlow. There are no heels. There's some, but then it's confusing because, like, if I was writing the show and I see what's happening with Swerve, for example, the minute Swerve starts getting over, like, Swerve to me feels like Jey Uso. And if anyone out there gets the comparison, it's when Jey comes out and the whole crowd starts dancing with Jey, starts throwing their hands with Jey, starts yeeting with Jey. That's what Swerve feels like. So that's the guy you get behind, push him forward as a babyface. Make him stand out as a babyface. Instead of being like this tweener that's kind of going against a babyface in cowboy shit, ex-wrestler. Amazing, Randy. Love to hear that. But that's my issue is if you made Swerve a pure babyface and he went after Joe, the heel that won't give him that title. Swerve wants to be the first ever champion, first ever African-American champion, and Joe is standing in his way. Now you're making compelling TV. Now you're booking compelling matches. That's what I want. The triple threat stuff where everybody's a kind of a tweener doesn't have the same effect. A lot of great folks up in Canada. I completely agree. A lot of great wrestlers up in Canada as well. So we got Wardlow taking on local enhancement talent. I will not take a prediction on this match, guys. I will just assume we're all on the same page. Dex's death match is a last man standing match. Yeah, it's anything goes. Last man standing. Yes, facts. Love the threesome color. When I started doing this, it was a stripper gray. And after 2 years of talking to YouTube, it's just graying out. What can I do? What can I do? You hit 40 and it all goes to shit. What's up? What's up, villain? Squared circle oracle beats yourself up. There you go. I'm just going to call you villain. That's a lot. Nathan, I agree in principle, but they work heel or face based on who they're wrestling. It's not like they work tweeners in the ring. Yes and no. That's the tricky part. Like we just saw with BCC. Yeah, they kind of, but then again, you want to get behind something as Wardlow destroys his opponent. MJF scarf in the house. Let's go. Let's go. Is that Nick in disguise? Is that a burner account from Nick? Renee is beautiful. Beautiful Canadian. And Adam Cole was at ringside, by the way, earlier today. We're getting an airplane landing. So the Jacksons are still wearing the white outfits, even on the airplane. It's like they haven't, like, they're like Bart Simpson. I will never wash it again. So they're coming off the airplane in the same suits they've been wearing for days. I thought something cool was going to happen. I thought maybe it was Okada landing. No, it's just the Bucks. Just the Bucks. Wardlow. All right, folks. I might be missing some of your comments, but keep them coming. Keep them coming. I will remind you, we got the super chats, the super stickers, and the membership. If you want to stand out, make sure the only way I can guarantee we read your comment is if you use the super chat. We pride ourselves on this channel to try and hit 100% of the chat messages. It's becoming more impossible by the day. get into the super chat, and we promise super chats always get read. 12-year-old basement booking. There's no heels. Yeah, well, the fans love the heels. But I am in a commercial break, folks. So I will remind everybody we are back tomorrow. TNA Impact will be a fun show. A lot to talk about. Anthony will be here with us. We're going to get into what's happening with Scott D'Amore, what the latest is on that. How is the company going to continue? But a couple of intriguing matches for tomorrow, so be here for that. Friday, we got doubleheader Friday, SmackDown and Rampage. Saturday, we are going to be here a little bit later than usual. We won't be on at our usual 8 o'clock, but we will be here for Wrestling Revolver. What a show. It's the debut of Elijah, whatever you want to call him. But he will be there. The Grizzled Young Vets are going to be there, and a whole bunch of others. Join us for that. And then, of course, we get back into another wrestling week where we cover more live wrestling than any other channel out there. And we do not stop. We're heading towards Elimination Chamber. We will be live 4:30 a.m. in the morning. Grab your snacks, wake and bake, do what you got to do, but be here with us. It's going to be a fun one for Elimination Chamber, and then another full week of wrestling. We go 6-7 days a week, every single week. It's nothing but fun around here. AEW is starting to go away. AEW is starting to have go away heat for me. MDB. I understand. And you know what? I've seen some fans, some people have felt that way. But again, every week I show up and I want to give it the benefit of the doubt. I'm hoping beyond hope that it's going to get a little bit better. I kind of wanted to recapture the heyday. Now, maybe it's just going through a lull. It's an extended lull. I still, I truly feel like they did not come out of the gate in 2024 cooking. And if anyone out there disagrees with me, I'd love for you to get in that chat and tell me what I'm missing. But I don't know what's happening in AEW in 2024 right now. Not super, super excited about a lot of what's going on. And the things that I am excited about have lacked a little bit. So I need it. Are you interested in PCO versus Con? Yes, of course I am. PCO and anybody I'm excited about. This is good for Con. Con hasn't done a whole lot of solo work. He just came out of being in the faction. As we're getting Adam Copeland next. So Orange Cassidy is most likely the main event tonight, guys. But Adam Copeland coming out to the ring. But yeah, I'm looking forward to PCO Con. This is a good match. Two big men. I expect Con to get this W. Good one. Ric Flair is going to get wrecked at Revolution. Well, Ric Flair, I imagine he's still going to be at Revolution, but we haven't seen a lot of Ric Flair. Every once in a while, we see the woo energy on the screen, but he's taken a step back a little bit. We know he's had some issues, and he felt like maybe he was embarrassing Tony. So we'll see. Wardlow, me smash them, leave. Yeah, pretty much. Those suits must stink. And again, I'm all for the visual, but if you're going to show them getting off an airplane, they're still wearing it, like, really pushing a point home. And that's where me as an adult wrestling fan, I'm like, this is a little silly. Love it. Love it. Yeah, see, now the Young Bucks, if the Young Bucks get a tag match now, I believe they won a tag match on Rampage. If they win a tag match now tonight, they're trying to justify the ranking system so that they can get the title shot. You've already set up the match, but technically you haven't earned a title shot by Tony's ranking system. So quick, get them in some matches so we can say, give us the titles. Wardlow and Breaker would be amazing. Yeah, two big boys. But here comes hip thrusting Danny. Who you got? Who you got in this one? And I will tell you, if you are new here, we take a prediction on every match. We take a rating out of 10 at the end of the night. So do not go anywhere. When you're a member. What? I got to stop reading backwards. What happened there? I hope this show is good. I mean, again, some people out there are going to say this show started off amazing. And it was a good start. I enjoyed Moxley versus Dax. Predictable outcome, but good match. A lot of entertainment value in there. hard-hitting. I just wish Moxley would fucking sell something. Anything. Sell something. Suplex that like button. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Welcome, Marvin, by the way, if I haven't said hello. Bash, I'm not sure if I caught you yet. If the Bucks hadn't bought their way through the indies, they would never have made it. There you go, Randy. Listen, I struggle every day with the Bucks. A lot of people get on my case because I don't see the value in the Bucks. I don't think they move the needle. I think they've been smart with who they've hung around with. And instantly, oh, Danny gets free. Going for an ankle lock right out of the gate. Now, remember, this is a #1 contenders match, folks. The winner of this match will go on to take on Christian Cage. Copeland for the win. Rated R for the win. He better fucking win. How long until it turns into Danny versus Coke? Yeah, I mean, Coke, Magic Daddy or whatever, is become Daniel Garcia's personal commentator. It's interesting. So, at what point does Coke get jealous and punch him in the back of the head? Soon, I hope, because I don't know. Oh, Garcia with the drop down and the splash by Edge, having none of it. Savvy vet, showing it. The problem with the ranking system is you need someone that understands long-term booking. Listen, the ranking system is flawed, and it won't work. I just explained an example of why it doesn't work. You announce, or you have everyone believe, the Young Bucks are going to take on Sting and Darby at Revolution. Already set up. We know what's going to happen. Now, because Sting and Darby are tag champions, you got to give the Bucks a bunch of wins. And in February, that works. It takes 2 or 3 wins. This match here tonight, #1 contendership for the TNT title. But when you're into June, July, August, September, November, December, then you run into a problem, because if you've only had 12 matches or 10 matches, you got to get a whole bunch of wins to get to the top of the rankings. It's going to be very interesting. And again, what it does is it forces your hand. If you're going to be held to a certain way, now you got to talk yourself out of shit that doesn't make sense and that doesn't add up. I wish the ranking system would have stayed away. Danny hooking up Edge and then doing a little dance. Do a little dance. Make a little love. Adam Copeland for the win. I always try to give the benefit of the doubt, but that's why I keep watching. But it's like giving your toxic exit. Yeah, some days. Listen, you guys were here with us on Saturdays. Nick and I were struggling to get into Collision. There was nothing pulling us into that show. We were still here. We covered it for 2 hours, but we weren't overly excited, which sucks because this is what we do all day, every day, right? Dun, 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 dun. Adam Copeland versus the gyrating Garcia. Facts. Who else has got a prediction for me as this match rolls on? Going pretty good. They started off a little technical, which I didn't mind. The whole Vince thing is just a work. Tom, remove thy head from thy colon, sir. This whole WrestleMania thing is just a work. Marks. If you're talking about Cody and The Rock, fine, I'll accept that. Vince McMahon, and if you just came here to troll, probably not the best choice. But yeah, we definitely know one is a monster and not a work. The other one, yeah, work it all. I don't give a fuck. It's working. Whatever they're doing, and I still think it was a pivot, but whatever they're doing as work, it is the most talked about thing going. Seth and Cody's segment from Raw had over like 1 million views in 10 hours. WWE on that level is cooking like a mofo. Can't really complain. Rated R superstar, Copeland for the win. Rated R minus superstar. Rated R superstar, Adam Copeland has lost his edge. So poetic, MDB. I like it, though. The thing with Edge is when you took Edge, when he first came in, and you have him in a rivalry with Christian, good guy, bad guy, long-standing history, long-term storytelling that, kind of worked itself out. It was right there on a platter for you. So you have them go back and forth, and instead of having a series of unforgettable matches, we had chaos, and we had Nick Wayne and Nick Wayne's mom, and it's not memorable. It's memorable for the wrong reasons. That match at World's End sucked. And then is Edge bleeding? Oh no, he put on somebody's sunglasses. But Edge in matches with Lee Moriarty, Edge in matches with lesser lights, you are dulling the Edge. You are taking the edge off Edge by underutilizing him. He should be in an intense, I can't wait to get my hands on Christian. We need to do this. Right? He shouldn't even have to go through a number one contenders match right now with Danny Garcia, one of the new kids on the block. I stopped watching after World's End and listen to the stream. If there's something I should tune into, I appreciate that, C-Money. So we always tell everybody out there, the wrestling might suck. We never do. So C-Money proving it. But yeah, I mean, I think as an AEW fan, I need more. I want more. And people think, you just hate on AEW. I don't. I really want more. I just want more. The Bucks are good. Show opening match. Yes and no. Sometimes they are. But when they go out and do a cage match to open the show and they do all the things, you burn out your crowd sometimes. So they're bad and good. But yes, in ring, I can't take away from what they can do athletically. I can't jump up off the ropes and do all the topes. I give them credit for that. But storytelling, promos, any of the convincing stuff, the shit that gets you over, it's not good. It hasn't been good. But we are back from picture in picture, ladies and gentlemen, rolling along. My t-shirt runs away on me. There we go. What's your early prediction for Volkanovski and Tapuria UFC 98? Yeah, no, I'm going Volk all the way. He's going to defend. I really don't. It's not the most intriguing fight, but I know they have history. But I'm going Volkanovski. Edge will win here. He's got to win. If he doesn't, it will blow my mind. A little bit. Not as subservient, though. The Bucks sold BTE to Evil Uno. I don't watch BTE. What I have seen of BTE, when I have checked it out back in the day, I found it very stupid, very childish. It was grown men. These are men in their 30s acting like children. So I kind of didn't partake in that. I mean, if you're a fan of that out there, to each your own. It just never appealed to me. Giving it to Uno, well, fuck, I can't even believe Uno's still collecting a paycheck from Tony Khan. So it blows my mind. Edge should have never gone to AEW. TLD, yes and no. I mean, I don't necessarily agree with that because I can't fault the man. Tony Khan was going to pay him big money. Tony Khan was going to pay him more than the other company. Big boot by Garcia. But yeah, Tony Khan was willing to pay him, and Edge wasn't ready to hang it up. Edge wanted to get in the matches. Edge wanted to be in the ring. The WWE said, at this point in your career, you're a specialty guy. We're not going to use you a lot. And I would understand that. If I was doing my job and the boss said, listen, we're only going to use you sparingly, but I felt like I had more to offer, I'd go somewhere else too. So from that standpoint, yes. But the hope is Edge comes over and helps make the show better. And it just feels like he just fell in line with a bunch of other bad booking. That's my issue with Edge. To me, some of the stuff I've seen of Edge on AEW, Edge knows better. Wow, we got a crossface. An STF. Danny working out the vet. Vicariously lives through the scrawny guys like Cassidy and Darby. He thinks, yeah, they're built like me and they could be out there. There you go. Coke's Canadian. Coke and Diet Coke. Big shout out. So I won't be surprised if it ends up in with Christian's faction. See, but that would work for me. I think Coke is an outstanding promo. Those backstage segments that, when he cuts a quick interview promo and he gives you those like Jim the Anvil Neidhart vibes and he's chomping the shit out of a piece of gum, it works for me. But then we started liking it and we got less of it. When was the last time we saw a good, chance for him to cut a promo? It's been a hot minute, and we were giving him credit for what he was doing. But it seems like a lot of times when we're like, yeah, this is good, it just doesn't go somewhere. Ronnie, we appreciate it. We appreciate it. Happy Valentine's Day. We appreciate the love. Edge needed AEW for legacy, not money. Yeah, but how does going to AEW, how has it helped his legacy? That would be my argument. And again, he doesn't need the money. You're right. And I'm not implying it was just for the money. But he did find a guy that was going to pay him good money to do what he's doing. But to me, for legacy, his legacy might have been better ending when it did. Will Osprey versus Takeshita officially for Revolution. Is that true? And where did that come from? Wait, is that true? Or you can make me look that up. Edge sent up the spear, gets kicked in the head. Wow. 2 count, 2 count, 2 count. That's what I do. Rankings unnecessary were unnecessary works everyone for no reason. Oh, and we get the patriarchy is in the ring, so no winner. I got Nick Wayne. I got Nick Wayne's mom. She got it going on. If this sets up a triple threat for the TNT title, I'm going to throw up in my mouth. Dun, dun, dun. I like Daniel Garcia because he isn't shoved down our throats. He's about to be CX. But Danny getting jumped right now, but no more Orange Cassidy, not because he's bad, because he's mid. I used to defend. Oh! Our buddy Coke! For those who are new here, there's Diet Coke and Coke, and wow, Luchasaurus kill shot taken out, Magic Daddy. It's all the work. It's supposed to be. Work, not work. Who cares? The upper decking it. Oh, yeah. Just drilling out of the park. Work away. It's supposed to be worked. I'm supposed to mark out. I don't give a fuck. There you go. That's it, Tom. Thank you. Thank you. I had to check. You added mark to the end of one of your sentences. I was a little confused. I ask you this. What is stopping AEW from forming an NWO size stable and running roughshod through the roster when you really have no authority figure to charge? The inmates run the asylum. I've been all for that. Let's do that. Like if we can get a few guys to legitimately, like Undisputed Kingdom could have been, but right now it's flat as shit. Oh, it's Nick Wayne's mom. Right in the twig and berries. I've been asking for Beth Phoenix. When does that happen? I feel like as long as Nick Wayne's mom keeps getting involved, that Beth has got to be here. Now, can someone confirm or deny? Did Edge and Garcia have a winner? Dun, dun, dun. That's Stacy's mom, KJ. Well, it's Nick Wayne's at the moment, Mega. Thank you for picking up what I'm putting down, my friend. Come on, man. They just screwed Garcia out of a win. So will it be a triple threat at Revolution? Another triple threat. As they got Edge laid out on the chair. I thought that was fun. That jumped the... Oh. And Christian. Pancakes Edge. Right? We don't get enough. What's up? I hate the fact that Moxley refuses to sell. I'm so into wrestling, selling moves. Both these guys are selling the moves. So it's nice. Yeah, like we just saw Edge and Garcia, right? And there's Edge selling his ass off for Danny Garcia. And I appreciate it. I thought the match was pretty good. I hate the ending because you could have jumped Edge after. But now I got this gut feeling we're going to get another triple threat because of Tony Khan and his booking. But Moxley, I'm sorry. And if anyone out there disagrees with me, I know it's just Moxley's a struggle for me. He sells nothing. And we see him at the end of like cage matches. He's just sitting there waiting for the camera to go away. Like, it's embarrassing. It's insulting. I saw Randy, I think, ex-wrestler. Randy, what's it like when a guy won't sell anything? How do you feel if the guy you're in the ring with sells fuck and all? Garcia, the commentary pointing out that we might need some medical attention. So we had the Wardlow match, which was a squash, and the other two matches both end emphatically. Mox gets the win, leads to a brawl. That one gets thrown off. I really hope it doesn't lead to a triple threat. Put Garcia at ringside to help, have his back maybe, but don't make it a triple threat, please. I thought that was fun. That jumped the railing. I don't know. Cake City time. Come on, man. They just screwed Garcia out of a win. They did. I read that twice. Nick Wayne's mom, always. Nick Wayne's mom is definitely Christian's Valentine. Happy Valentine's Day to the matriarch and patriarch of said faction. I'm calling him Lucha the Magic Dragon from now on. Lucha Kane in the house. Don Callis announces Takeshita versus Osprey. I like it. But the last time we saw Will, he was with Callis, taking on Jericho. So what happened? Moxley is embarrassing. Tom, I'm with you. He is. And the guy talks about it. It's my art, and I want to fucking do good, and I want to show people what I can do, and I'm so psychological, and people got to watch what I do. You don't do anything. You don't sell. You don't tell a story. You're not a storyteller. You come out, you do the same shit every single fucking match. You don't make me believe anything. Tonight you got a pile driver. 3 seconds later, you were standing up, fucking banging your head. Like, it kills me. Edge is dead. Maybe Garcia gets Edge's match at Revolution, which would break my heart. Edge was good. So Osprey, Takeshita, guys, we are in a commercial break, folks. I see over 100 people hanging out with me tonight. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Like I said, we cover wrestling like nobody else. I know we're feeling the love on the channel, and I think somebody gave me some love for it. I think it might have been Tom. But no, we appreciate it. Make sure you join us. We are growing by the second. We're here all week long for all your wrestling needs. You name it, we cover it. We will be here Saturday night for Wrestling Revolver. What a show. The debut of Elias. Well, Elijah, but it will always be Elias to me. Very interesting. I'm looking forward to that. Grizzled Young Vets will be in action. Chris Bay, Alex Shelley, a whole bunch of others. It's going to be a good night here on the channel. We cover all the indies. We cover all the New Japan we can. We cover AEW, WWE, and we are just diehard wrestling fans. We are the wrestling friends that you cannot get in your real life. KJ, no. The bad KJ. Bad KJ. What did I do? In the twig and berries. Yeah, right in the twig and berries. There you go. Oh, there you go. Thank you, Tom. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love the backgrounds and the interaction. We try and interact with all we can with the chat. Chat gets a little busy. That's why we remind everybody about the super chats and the super stickers to stand out. But yeah, we've built this community. It's all about the community. And you know what? Big shout out to some of the OGs out there that make this a very welcoming wrestling place. A lot of wrestling places, you get shot down real quick if you have an opinion. This is not it. This is the Wrestling Utopia. And a big part of that is this amazing group in this chat and some of the newer people that have jumped and joined the circus. We take a lot of pride in that. And I'm getting a replay coming out of commercial of Swerve versus Copeland last night. What does everyone think about Takeshita versus Osprey Revolution? But yes, thank you. And the backgrounds will be different tomorrow. We want Samoa Joe. Nick Wayne needs to hit the weights. He's got to hit puberty. That's what he needs to hit, puberty. And stop going to work with his mom. Nick Wayne looks malnourished. A malnourished Will Osprey. All right, here comes Joe. So like I said, at the top of the hour, I believe I'm correct. Yeah, top of the hour, we get the face-off. So check mark on that one. I'm still a little surprised we're going to get OC Matt Taven as your main event tonight. That cannot, that's crazy to me. Moxley is clearly the worst member of the Shield by far. That's why he does their moves. You don't see them doing his move. Think about it. Think about it. Just dead. Mox has been pinned 4 times in 4 years. OC, Kenny, Punk, Kingston. And listen, if you want to bill him as a top guy that doesn't lose very often, I can get behind that. But fucking sell. The guy wrestles like he's made of titanium. Like he's the fucking, where's Nick when I need a Terminator impression? Just can't keep this motherfucker down. Moxie's art is the equivalent of giving a toddler a shot of liquor and some finger paints and telling them to go nuts. Yeah, my kid has made better fucking art on the walls in the house. Never mind fucking what Moxie's trying to pull off. You're not wrong. Mox wishes so bad he was in ECW. Yeah, but even those guys had to sell shit. It's one of my favorite parts. You know, you got a Dreamer or a Raven or a Sandman that are just dying. They look like they're dead. Like, he's not, leave them alone. But I got Joe cutting a promo. Modern wrestling sucks. We want HBK and AJ Styles. Let's go. Let's go, Tom. Doesn't all suck, but I get why the older folk like myself struggle sometimes. Mox is clearly worse. Got that one. Will be a great match. Yeah, it should be a really good match. We have 109 people in the chat. Let's clothesline that like button, y'all. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Help us out. Help us out. Be a friend. Tell a friend. I know New Jack's causing hell somewhere up there. 100%. Trying to throw people off clouds and shit. They reward mediocrity around here. I love Joe. I absolutely love Joe, man. What match are you looking for? 2 more. Eddie Kingston versus Daniel Bryan. I think Osprey and Takeshita is going to be the better of the 2 matches. Eddie, Bryan, I've seen, and I know how that script plays out. A lot of chops, a lot of punches, a lot of forearms. Yeah, I don't know. I've seen that match. Osprey, Takeshita, lots of potential there. Samoa Joe looks like a penguin. Come on. Be nice to Joe. He couldn't sell in a concession stand. It's fact. But he thinks he's if you listen to him talk, he thinks he's so great. That's what fucks me up about him. But whose house? Swerve's house. Let's fucking go. Business is picking up, ladies and gentlemen. Samoa Joe is a new Surf's Up movie as he strolls down the beach and onlookers chant, "Penguin's gonna kill you." Is that true? You fucking with me? Back in the day, if you didn't sell, they would beat the crap out of you. Take liberties, stretch you, blow you up, make you work even if you were going over. 100% C money. You hear all the old stories of guys, and there was a lot of talented guys that didn't make it in the business because they didn't know how to work the business. And I don't disagree with that at all. And again, because of Moxley standing in the company, one of the top paid guys in the company, he just shows up and does whatever the fuck he wants. His promos have been the same for 5 years. His attitude's been the same for 5 years. Yeah, I'm so over Moxley. Who's hoes? Nana, one of the best hype guys in the business. Yes, Takeshita Osprey is TK booking at its finest. Like, brah, build a story to the match. Make Osprey a star. But nope, I'm TK. And these are my toys I can play with. Listen, the optimistic AEW fan in me says, on this shoulder, says, wicked. We're getting Takeshita and Osprey's joining the company. That is fucking amazing. The cynical side on this side gives me a little bit of hesitation, gives me a little bit of fear. Like, realistically, my guy, yeah, bring Osprey in, build something, have a moment. But the guy that he's taking on doesn't even really make sense. But I'll look, for all those who say I shit on AEW too much, I will overlook this because I'm excited for the match. But yeah, no, like last time we saw them, they were on the same team. And then Callis comes out, cuts a promo. They didn't even make a big deal of it. It was a backstage segment. Why don't you have TK come out? Or why don't you have Tony Schiavone get in the ring? Why don't you make a big fucking, give us a video package? One of the best in the world coming to AEW. We've been waiting. He will debut a revolution. Do something. Like a vignette is all it took to make it cool. Sell us on it. TK sells like Moxley. Swerve's a good promo, though. I think Swerve is going to win at Revolution. I want Swerve to win at Revolution. I'm nervous he won't. I want Swerve to win at Revolution, and then I want Swerve versus Osprey at All In. Give Swerve a nice run. Swerve versus Osprey at All In Wembley. Tear the fucking building down. That's what I want. Samoa Joe getting interrupted by the Undisputed Kingdom. Richard, why? Why, my guy? It's like I'm begging me to just like mute you. Moxley couldn't even sell pens to random people on the street. What? He's no Matthew McConaughey. Well, here comes Hangman. No entrance for him. He just wait. Wait, Paige saying I wasn't mad last week. What was he? Don't say I was mad. How dare you say I was mad? That's why I say let Mox no sell New Jack or or death. Yeah, no shit, right? Joe couldn't sell a used car, and Joe could sell. Are you kidding me, Mega? Joe talk you into anything. That man's got a way with words. A very articulate human being. So Paige Hangman Page is mad that people accused him of being mad. But he wants a one-on-one match, which I also agree with him. I just don't want him to be in it. If they lost a fight outside the ring, they got fired. Swerve Strickland should win at Revolution. I'm with you. I'm in. Give him his due. Give him his flowers. He's earned it. But I really wanted it to be a one-on-one match. The build to this is messy. It feels like the build to MJF versus Joe. It feels like the build towards MJF and the Four Pillars. When you have a chance to have just a really good one-on-one match and build that angle, you have other people in the story that just get in the way and mucky it up. So Hangman saying you don't deserve 5 more minutes because you couldn't get the job done, but he also didn't get the job done, so it's a little redundant and confusing. Is Jesus is in the crowd. What sense does it make though, since Osprey was on the Last Supper painting Callis unveiled? Yeah, so I didn't catch it all because I was talking to y'all, but what did Callis say? Why is all of a sudden and Takeshita and Callis now, is it going to be Osprey and Jericho? Is Jericho going to milk off this teat now? Because it's been Jericho Callis for weeks, because Jericho thought Callis would make him a babyface, and it didn't work. So if Osprey comes in and then Jericho starts helping Osprey, I'm going to be very fucking disappointed, guys. It's going to be disgusting, and it will be a blatant abuse of Jericho's role in this company. As Joe just walks out and said, fuck it, I've had enough. So not a bad confrontation. Did that get you more hyped for the match at Revolution? Or are we still in the same place? With his contract, Mox doesn't have to sell. It's Tony's job to do the selling, in my honest opinion. Yeah, or at least encourage the man to do it. If I was his boss and I watched his match, hey, John, can you come here for a minute? You know, when you got dropped on your head there, can you act like it hurt? But I feel like the diehard modern fans, it's the fact that he got dropped on his head is cool, not the fact that it actually did something. You know, to me, it was the impact. I want, I want to believe that something took place. But I got Tony Storm cutting a vignette right now. As she's getting tattooed. Is she getting rid of the Deonna Purrazzo tattoo? This is such a little lot. I've been a big fan of Tony Storm. It's crazy. Yeah, completely unnecessary. In this storyline, yeah. Jennifer, what took you so long? No, I'm just kidding. Thank you. Tony Logic. Joe gave me and my cousin free tickets a few years back. Bash, I believe it. That's awesome. So Tony Storm got a knife, a blade, an old school blade tattooed around the Deonna Purrazzo tattoo, her friendship tattoo. And we're in the back with Deonna. Interesting. Yes. I'm the only one that actually likes this triple threat feud. I don't love it. Oh, I'm going to break your arm, bitch. Beat you with it. And here come the Bucks as they finally made it to the arena. Yeah, I put a dagger on each side. So put a dagger through the tattoo. Matthew and Nicholas are here. Cock block page. Facts. We want Tessa Blanchard. Tom. I'm the only one actually got that one. Yes. Is this their new theme? But it's so much like when they did with Jungle Boy. And it's so much like what they're doing with Don Callis. As the Young Bucks have a new entrance. But it's not What the fuck? Uh-oh, Tony Storm, Nick's existentialism is over. Black and white filters is gonna kick in. It's huge. Somewhere out there, Nick's like, what is happening? So, am I wrong that the Bucks just did what they've already done? The young tampons are in the house. Kind of looking that way, yeah. Do you think Tony Storm versus Deonna Purrazzo will be a good match? 100%. I'm thrilled. We need more matches like this for the women's division. Deonna Purrazzo, Tony Storm. I think Tony could dial it back just a little bit and get back into that pocket where she's not like too silly. But you have Serena Deeb. If you did, we'll be very curious what you're going to do with Mercedes. If Giselle's coming in, you already have Taya Valkyrie. The women need really good matches. That's the payoff. You need matches that you need those, remember when Sasha Bailey kind of put everybody on notice and they had big moments. You need those, the Charlotte Flair, Becky matches. You need those big matches to make people believe in the division. And I don't mean a hardcore match. I don't mean the women go through a bunch of tables. I mean a good wrestling match. And here comes Top Flight. Who you taking, folks? The Young Bucks or Top Flight? Am I wrong to feel like the Bucks have gone heel, which fine, great. They're trying. But their entrance is just like others that have done this. I like the new entrance and etc., but I don't know these guys. Fair enough. Top Flight is not winning, Robert. No way. That the Young Bucks need the win so they can challenge for the belts. AEW is Cody, baby. So shut the fuck up, Bucks, and watch him finish his story, suckers. Easy bake. Different levels, right? I mean, just being objective. I know the AEW fans will get mad at me for this comment, but here are the Bucks. And, Cody's. We got Top Flight chants. Listen to the crowd. Nobody cares. They don't. Matthew and Nicholas, the walking tampons. Facts. Young Bucks for the win. Super douche party. Yeah, like, I don't get. Not only have they not watched, but you're trying to make me believe that they haven't taken them off. Like, I guess, but why would, okay, put them on when you got into the arena? I don't know. And now we're giving the commentators shit. Like, I get it if you, I don't know. I'm struggling with this, guys. That's the thing, KJ. Careful if Jungle Boy isn't part of this faction. Yeah, you're not wrong with that. They should call them the anti-punkers. Anti-punkers in the house. Feels so unsanitary. Look at all the chat get all like, ew. Darius Martin, 120 days without an accident. Knock on wood. Knock on wood. I know that. I don't know what that says. Buckaroos. Tom says Buckaroos. Bucks just seem like they try too hard and it's lame. It feels like they're really trying to be cool and they can't figure out how. I'll give you that. I definitely feel that the whole way. Was good, AJ. Good to see you. Good to see Bucks for the win. Who's ready to watch a midlife Bucks? Yeah, they're not exactly the Young Bucks anymore, are they? And I think that's part of what bothers me is their gimmick, their attitude, the way they behave is so childish. They don't act like grown-ass men. And unless, not the ones I hang out with. All my friends that are 30 plus don't behave the way they have behaved. Every angle they've had has all been about friendship. Are you my friend? Are we friends? Are we still friends? I don't like you because you're his friend. That's not how grown dudes act. The Young Bucks are alone. The Young Bucks alone are ruining Dynamite. That's been the irony of all this. To me, the worst aspects of AEW and what's held AEW back are their biggest players. Young Bucks, Chris Jericho. Those are the guys hurting the company a lot. And they're put in favorable situations because of their relationship with Tony Khan. Daniel Garcia, I like the guy, but I'm starting to feel that way about him. Sammy Guevara, another guy, had issues in the back, but Tony really likes him. So the nepotism is causing the biggest problem. And I really think through all that CM Punk bullshit, I really think there was a big portion of the fan base that got fed up and didn't care who was right, who was wrong. The Young Bucks are in control right now as we go to pitcher and pitcher. But that's what I think holds them back. Again, if you use the analogy or, if you want to equate it to a sports team, if you're on a sports team and your coach is playing the fourth and fifth best players over the best players you have, the team's never going to succeed. The team's never going to hit its potential. And I'm sure a lot of us out there that's ever been on a team sport, if you've ever watched the coach's kid get more playing time than you or the better players, that's what this feels like, is you have better people that can take these spots. But because of who they are and who they're connected with, that's how we got here. The Young Yucks, the Young Cucks, the young, we're just not going anywhere. Got that MJF tan. Bucks for the win. Yeah, there's no way they're going to lose this. They need the win. They need the win so they can challenge for the titles. The Bucks look like a couple of guys who were denied entry into a fancy Italian restaurant, so they beat up a couple of teenagers and stole their clothes so they might meet dress code. Again, I think they think it's going to be cool and get them a lot of heat. The beat up Sting and Darby, get covered in blood. Cut a promo, do a backstage pre-tape in the suits. Show up this week in different ring attire. That's my take. I don't know if the bloody suits continue to garner the heat that you're hoping. Why are the Young Bucks always compared to the Usos? It doesn't make any sense. Yeah, well, the Young Bucks think they're a generational tag team, a generational talent. They think they're a big part of the wrestling revolution, and I think they were passengers. They were the two annoying kids sitting in the back seat while the grown men were getting them where they needed to go, and that's my opinion. To even compare them to the Usos, the New Day, FTR, the Briscoes, they're not the same. They're not. Won't be watching Collision. I'll be watching UFC on Saturday. Well, we will be here for Wrestling Revolver. And maybe peeking in a little bit of UFC. We'll see. Yoon Sooks. Our mid wrestlers and Hot Topic got really having trouble putting all that together. That Hot Topic got over. Good. That's it. Their t-shirts started selling really well and it went to their head. They were involved in shit with really good talent and it went to their head. They found a billionaire that was willing to spend money and it went to their head. And I do not believe everything I've seen from the Young Bucks. Nothing tells me otherwise. They could have turned the Bucks and FTR into money. Instead, we got a trios division. They ran away. They were pouty and pissed off, and their egos got bruised that more people were cheering for FTR than them. That's facts. We can go back and watch the tape. They could have turned CM Punk into the Young Bucks or the Elite into money. From all reports and everything I understand and believe, CM Punk was willing to play ball, and it was the Elite that wouldn't. That's what hurts this company. Imagine how hot AEW would feel right now if Punk had gotten back in and they had this blood feud, the Elite versus Punk, and Punk gets a couple friends. Maybe it's FTR, and there's these big matches, and everybody's tuning in. Everybody, even fringe fans, even WWE fans, got to tune in. But it never became money. It became a firing, became a smear campaign. And that's what happened, guys. And look at since Punk has been gone. 2 count, 2 count, 2 count. Did you see the video going around when The Rock debuted in WWE title and Cody interrupted him? Said in 13 he would be champ. That was 13 years ago. I have not seen that video. That'd be pretty bang on then. Double roll up. 2 count, 2 count, 2 count. And again, can somebody be the legal man? Get the fire hose ready. The Young Bucks' finishing move for tonight. The stank blood suits armpit to the face. They're going to steal the move from the Nasty Boys. Let's go. Let's go. A little vintage Nasty Boys. Cross will destroy the Elite. Fair enough. The Young Bucks are like the Rockers, except they're both. You get a star. That was. Yeah. We got 2 Martys, and they think they're both Seans. That's the fucking problem. And there is no collision this week. You're right. Shivani, be like Khan, sign my check, boy. Down goes Matthew, I think. Rod and Todd Flanders. It's like Rod and Todd Flanders trying to be the cool kids. Assisted DDT looks good. And again, I'm not taking away the fact that this match is full of spots. Again, there is no tagging in. There's no tagging out. There's just men running around doing tricks. It's fun. But that's it. It's fun. The Usos would mop the floor. Yeah, it's not even the same league, guys. Not even the same league. I do not put the Young Bucks in the top 20 of all time. I do not do it. Again, they were mid-card guys in New Japan. They did a lot of cool shit in trios competition. Again, I'm not taking away from the fact that they do a lot of really good topes and flips and over-the-top rope stuff. Great. But this match is a fucking shit show. Foot on the ropes. Caught by the ref. The first thing the ref did the whole fucking match. Why Taz sipping for the Bucks? He getting paid, bitch. Getting paid. Yeah, exactly. That's what made me mad about the angle last week. Both Sting's kids. If Sting's kids were walking down the hallway and Matthew and Nicholas got mouthy with them, Sting's kids would kick the shit out of the Young Bucks. BTE. And the win. Now, here they are trying to be really badass heels, and the entire crowd just did the whole BTE thing. So that was what it was. But that's what bothered me. They beat the shit out of Sting's kids. Sting's kids would whoop their ass. When Kenny Omega returns to AEW, should stay away from me 100%. Kenny not with the Bucks is amazing. I'm a big fan of Kenny. Kenny has taken some heat from a lot of people like Jim Cornette. I've given Kenny heat. But when Kenny is not with Kenny, when Kenny is New Japan Kenny is exceptional. Not the best promo, but an exceptional talent. He should stay the fuck away from these two nerds. They had turned that backstage incident into shoot work, blood feud. That should have been money. That was your moment. Like, you think of the UFC, it was like, it would have been like your Forrest Bonner fight. That moment that just kind of clicked with a whole lot of the mainstream. That's what the Elite versus Punk could have been. That moment that the mainstream kind of woke up and you pull in more fans. And when Punk was around, you were getting closer to a mill. When Punk was around, you were selling more tickets. When Punk was around, you're selling more t-shirts. And that's what they missed out on. And here we go with another campy kitty fucking promo. Yeah, always. Yeah, now they're number one contenders. And predictable. I called this in December. So they're what? 2-0, and that makes them tag team contenders. The ranking system's fucked. That's why they did this. %. Oh, the list of people that made money together that didn't like each other. That's what wrestling, again, happened all the fucking time. Christ, Edge and Matt Hardy had to have a feud with the fucking girl in the middle, and they turned it into money. The boss looked at them and said, get out there, and they did it. Tampon Bucks aren't even in the top 30. They just fined Tony Schiavone $1,000. It's fucking stupid. All of this is fucking stupid. Thank you, Easy Bake. Now they push down Tony. Now that gets them a little heat. They're picking on Tony. Gets them a little bit of heat. I will say that. Yeah. They're setting Tony Schiavone up for the BTE. Why is Tony not fighting, wiggling, moving? Lights out! Kinda. Lights flashed. And here comes Darby with a bat. No Sting, because Sting can't run. It's so fucking heartbreaking that the Bucks are not only going to retire Sting, they are also going to win the tag titles back. That is fucking so sad. So depressing. There you go. I didn't even know. Good. That's why we're the alternative commentary to all the wrestling. Wow. Once upon a time, there was an EVP here with a sense of brain. Yes, Cody. We want Cody. Did we just get Cody chance or Darby chance? Stupid is, stupid does. Facts. Tony Schiavone got a lawsuit on his hands. There you go. Surprised Tony Schiavone didn't shit his pants and start crying. Was it Darby chance? I was hoping for Cody chance. Yeah, no fucking shit. The nepotism of this is insane. And because you have a shitty ranking system, they get 2 shit wins. So because they beat 2 kind of nobody lower mid-card teams, they got 2 wins, and that makes them number 1 contenders. And right after the match, they did exactly what I accused them of doing. Cody. Leave Tony alone. This segment's going long as fuck. AEW Rampage will start at 7 this week. Let me talk to Nick. We might actually be here to cover it. We might not, to be honest. We might just show up at 7:45 and give you the Coles notes. But that's good news because that means we get to go to bed earlier. That hour of Rampage is becoming fucking mind-numbing. And I know there's diehard AEW people out there that don't watch Rampage. But we do. And it's becoming a harder every week. Decent promo by Darby. But everything about the Bucks, their mannerisms, their face, it's just, they suck. They suck. I think so, Tony. I think if you wanted the company to continue to grow and move forward, Punk was that voice. Punk helped. You saw the few weeks that he got to run Collision. It's a much better Collision than it is now. Tell me when I'm telling lies. Our EVPs won. Feels good that these two are going to retire that Boomer Sting. I guess so. And they should. We are in a commercial break, by the way, folks. They should never defile Kansas again by using their song. I will say this, Daniel Price. That was a really well played fucking dig. I thought that was a real, like, as much as I hate the Bucks, Carry On My Wayward Son was a fucking bold move, and I don't hate him for it. I don't. I thought that was one of the better things they've ever done. AEW, thank you, Damien. I appreciate when you give us these updates because, God, so much is happening. Run! Matthew and Nicholas. Ugh. AEW Diehards got that one. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are in a commercial break. I have no idea how long I've been talking at this point, almost 2 hours. So it looks like we're getting late in the show. We still haven't had Willow and Sky Blue. So I'm imagining that will come up next. The main event looks like it's going to be a Texas death match between Taven and OC. And my God, if you're not begging the casual fan to turn off their TV. But we are almost there. We're almost at the end. I will remind everybody again, if you're watching us right now, I appreciate the 100+ people hanging out with us. Make sure you hit like. Make sure you hit subscribe. We are growing by the minute, and it's been nothing but fun. We are back at it tomorrow night for TNA Impact. We will talk more about the fallout from Scott D'Amore. We will go through all the card. It's going to be a fun one. Anthony will be here joining us. I'm looking forward to it. Friday, the doubleheader, the Tag Team Champions will be back at it. SmackDown, Rampage, maybe not Rampage, actually. Woohoo! But yeah, we will definitely be here for SmackDown. So Rock and Roman will be there live. What will they have to say of all that has transpired? What will they say about what Seth and Cody had to do? Oh, by the way, Cody and Seth are going to be on the Waller Effect in Australia. So that is interesting. And then we're here Saturday for Wrestling Revolver. What a show. It's going to be a good one. We're looking forward to it. Should be a fun night. The Saturday streams here are always a party. And then we head into next week and the week after. More coming your way. Elimination Chamber, Revolution, WrestleMania, and a whole bunch of other independent wrestling. Make sure you're here. Click that little bell. You never know when we're going to pop up with breaking news or some original content. Be a part of the family, guys. And we have the Bang Bang Scissor Gang. One of my biggest disappointments in this company. NXT was better than this yesterday. Whew. NXT was better than this yesterday. I didn't like NXT yesterday. The ending was really good. Let me think about it, MDB. We'll see how this night ends up, but I don't have high hopes. They might be like on par. What? There's going to be a 12-man tag team match on Rampage. What in the fuck are we doing? We're going to come out with 6-man titles? Do you remember when every single guy that you see on the screen right now? We got 2 words for you. Guns up. Holy fuck. I got 2 words for you. Here comes Willow. KJ, could you see Darby as a world champion? If done right. Darby has the potential to be like a Daniel Bryan, a yes movement, the Darby movement, if done right. You can't just have him show up and beat people. You got to beat him down and beat him down and beat him down. And he's he just won't quit. He won't give up. He won't quit. You could do it, yes. And there's enough fanfare behind him that, yes, it would be alternative. It would be different. At least it's an AEW homegrown talent. There is potential to that, yes. Darby could have some really solid, TNT title, IC title runs first. We got to make that IC title, that international title that OC has, we got to make that title relevant, because right now it's in a backpack and it means nothing. This is bad heat against AEW with a vote of no confidence. Yeah, I question the leadership. And I know there's people on YouTube right now that are like, this is so good. So good. I love it. Oh my God, Matthew, Nicholas. No, it's not good, guys. It's again, I think if you have any amount of brain cells, it's a struggle. This is why I wanted Darby versus Sting, but apparently Sting didn't want to do that. As his boss, I might have pulled rank, but I really wanted Sting to pole vault Darby with his retirement. Darby beats him, and you could have that HBK Ric Flair moment. It could really mean something. And now it means nothing. And you know what Sting's final match is going to be overshadowed by the fucking Bucks. And so far, everything I predicted in this storyline has come true. But we're off and running. Skye Blue versus Willow. Darby's wearing moon boots. He needs a little height. All Friends Wrestling. Yeah. I ultimately think it's going to hurt AEW in the long run. Yeah, bring in Osprey, bring in Okada, but you're going to lose Malachi Black. You're going to lose Miro. You're going to lose Murphy. You're going to lose Ricky Starks. You're going to lose Big Bill. You're going to lose the people that aren't in the clique. Ironic, right? Up goes Skye Blue, down goes. Who you taking? Who you taking? You got Willow or you got Blue? I'm Blue, dabba-dee-dabba-die. Throw that title in the trash. If you're going to have the title, make it matter. And yeah, if not, throw it away. Right? It's just because you're a really big fan of Orange Cassidy and you thought it was fun to dress up like him for Halloween. So now Orange Cassidy is like won more matches than any human in this company. We're literally going to have a 12-man tag. I don't know who the Bang Bang Scissor Gang is going to fight. I have no idea, but I feel like Teddy Long just showed up and booked the match for Rampage. If Rampage is going to be on 7 o'clock on Friday, well, fuck. That's not good. The Bucks will win it. Yeah. Right, there you go. And there goes Skye Blue. Ouch. Oh, looks like Renee is wearing a diaper. A sexy diaper. Can I take that back? Was that out loud? Rampage is going to head with SmackDown. No, it's not. No, it's not. Even if it's on at the same time, it's not the same. It's not the same. It's not going head to head to anything. They just announced a 12-man tag. The fuck out of here. AEW just had a hardcore match 2 weeks ago in the main event, and they are doing it again. Yeah, we get too much. But when you can't book and you can't deliver the matches that the fans really want, that's what you do. Nick and I talked about this the other night about like Britt Baker, and she was the face of the division. Well, she was, but name me really good Britt Baker matches, and people will go to, Britt Thunder Rosa was awesome. Yeah, but it covers up the fact that they can't wrestle because they're hitting each other with shit. Where are the really good matches without gimmicks? How many really good matches have we had? I feel like every week you guys tune in and I'm sitting here and every Wednesday starts off the same way. It's AEW, the card's stacked. Here we go. It's going to be a good night. I wonder why they did that. I wonder why they did this. I wonder why that happened. And by like this mark, every week with 30 minutes to go, I start fading and all my optimism starts just draining out of me. And I want to say all the good things and I want to applaud. As by the way, we're in picture. Skye Blue gets some love. But every week, by the time I get to the last two matches, I'm just fucking drained of optimism. Like, fuck. I'm just mad at all of the shit they just gave me. And again, it just sucks in a lot of ways. Sting was their favorite wrestler when they were kids. They talked him into it and offered him extra cash to agree. Maybe. But that's where I think that a lack of a real boss, the lack of a guy with a pair of balls, it hurts this company. The TBS title is a great design, though. It is a good-looking title. It's just the title's become irrelevant. It doesn't mean much. It's the cute girl title. Skye. Yeah, she's more Skye black than blue now. I do like Stokely. I love Bibbins. Bibbins! I love Bibbins. Don't get me wrong. I love Bibbins. I don't get... He's running Ring of Honor, kind of, but then wants to be the manager of... Like, I feel like they're setting up women's tag belts. I felt like Statlander, when she lost the TBS belt, she would move on to take on Toni Storm, but now she's fucking around with Ring of Honor. I don't fucking know. I got a headache. John Dickens from New York is loving the Bucks. Paul, I don't know if that's accurate about the first part there, John Dickens, but yeah, loving. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Yeah, okay. And AEW delivers another amazing show. Man, they wear me out. What am I missing? Big boot by Willow. So we're going from seeing the best segment in AEW tonight and go Sky Blue. Okay, never mind. Yeah, I'm okay. I mean, we're rolling. I like Willow. I think she can wrestle. I've seen her wrestle on the indies. She's got some talent. Should have just been a pure baby face that, work singles matches. Sky Blue, I think, is pretty good, but to me, if she wasn't pretty, she wouldn't be anywhere near where she is. Big knee into a DDT. But that is what it is. Because Tony can't think of anything better to do with him and just wanted him to hire him to keep him away from WWE. Jay White. Listen, look, if you guys think, again, for those who are watching me right now that think I'm just bashing the fuck out of AEW, remember, I started excited. In my defense, as we got a reverse choke. Okay. Willow falling into the corner, but Jay White signs. Jay White's a great wrestler, and I was excited. Now let's ignore all the shit that we got here with. But you had Adam Cole and his friends run around and beat up members of the locker room. Adam Page, Jay White, the Acclaimed. The night at the Dynamite after World's End, you had Jay White and everybody run out to the ring because they wanted revenge. Remember when Adam Page was in the back? He showed up late for work and wanted to kill Adam Cole. It never happened. He forgot. He just forgot. Anyone out there remember that segment where Hangman's walking down the hallway screaming and yelling because he wanted to get a hold of Adam Cole and the Undisputed Kingdom? They forgot. The Acclaim forgot. Jay White and the crew forgot. If you had an angle, remember that night, Jay White came out on the stage and cut a really good promo on the Undisputed Kingdom. Like, this is fucking cooking. So now you're going to get Jay White and, wow, big powerbomb off the top. Wow. Decent match. All right. Not so botchy. Bibbins taking off the headset. But you guys remember that? Jay White came out on that stage. And it was like, this is good. Oh, wow, Bibbins distracting. So Willow, the babyface, has her manager distracting so that the heel Sky Blue doesn't get the win. This is the fucking problems. This is what the fuck's wrong with this company. So the heel is about to lose because the babyface cheated or had support in a decent match. Help me understand. Fucking dumb. It's fucking dumb. And I get it, but it's fucking dumb. Right? But yeah, Jay White cut a really good promo. And I was like, this is fucking excellent. Because now you set up the Ass Boys and Jay White and Juice when he gets back to go after the Undisputed Kingdom. You get Roddy, Jay White. Maybe throw Wardlow in there to fuck around with them. There was meat on that bone. They all forgot. They all became friends. Now you got Jay White, one of the best wrestlers in the world, in a 6-man group, and nobody's even wrestling. Now they're going to be in a 6-man tag. But why isn't Jay White in singles matches? Why aren't the Ass Boys in tag team matches? Why? Why? Fuck! That's the next t-shirt I'm going to make for this fucking show. Why? It's just to say why. Nick's got what? I'm why. This show makes me drink. There's no baby faces in this company. Willow, if there was ever a fucking baby face in a wrestling company, Willow Nightingale's a baby face. Come on now. Just make it make sense. Connect the dot or two. I'd have a big fucking board in my office, and it would be like the next 6 months. This is how the dots connect. Bro, how are you going to have Swerve go against Joe, but then have them together in a 3-on-3 match next week? Did they announce that? Did I miss that announcement? Oh, that feels very Vince McMahon booking, to be honest. You two hate each other. You're going to fight together. This reflects what the IWC has become. You might have to elaborate on that, Keyshawn. Or are you just saying I'm a reflection of the IWC? Again. Why? Why is any of this happening? Can they coexist? 100%. Well, and welcome back, Iman, in case I haven't said it yet. CX99. I know it's infuriating. I'm not really that mad. I just putting on a show because I'm here. It's like Abbott and Costello. Who's on first? What's on? Yeah, like I said, Nick's the what guy. I'm gonna turn into the who, the why guy. Why? She's a baby face, but doesn't realize her manager is a heel. I guess, but then why is this happening? Yeah. And the main event, Orange Cassidy coming to the ring to take on Matt Taven in a Texas death match. Strap in and strap on, folks. Yeah. MDB, amen, buddy. I love that jam. Can they coexist? Got that one. That match could have worked if they made Joe, Swerve, and Paige work together in the same tag team. No one's on second. Third quit. Fourth got fired. Fourth. Fucking left field got fired. Joe, Swerve, and Brian Cage versus Hook, RVD, and Hangman. They didn't even put them on the same team? Hook, RVD, and Hangman. Okay. I don't get it. Willow should have squashed Skye Blue, to be honest. It was a decent match. A decent match didn't need Bibbins, right? Let Willow pick up the win, and you could have gone about it a different way. I get it. Maybe they're trying to build, like, I don't get the Ring of Honor crossover storyline of Bibbins is a heel manager, and he's trying to, I don't know, turn Willow into a heel. Why? Willow's as babyface as it fucking gets. You only watch AEW to see wrestling. No, sports entertainment, just wrestling. But I'm not even getting good wrestling, CX. Like, I've heard that argument for years now. Like you want to watch AEW for the good wrestling. Well, it's not the greatest of wrestling, though. John Moxley no selling an entire match. That's not the best wrestling. That's not real wrestling. A hardcore match every week is not wrestling. Yeah, I don't get it. But hey, we're going to get a really good main event, right? I think TK has a man crush. He does. Ladies and gentlemen, who are you taking? Orange Cassidy or Matt Taven? Could Matt Taven really win this match under these rules? I'm looking for forward. Mercedes, she's not coming this week. Is it next week? Nah, she won't be here till March 13th, apparently. Which I would have brought her in at the pay-per-view. Apparently, Tony's saving her because he booked TD Garden for her. Hard to not sign with that guy. I'll tell you what, I'll book the whole arena for you. We'll put 4,000 people in it, and we'll make it all about you. Listen, if it helps the business, great. My only fear is Sasha Banks is the next Jay White. Stokely wants to turn Statlander on Willow, but I thought oh, okay, whatever. I care not. And that's what I was saying, KJ. It would have worked better if they were on the same team. Yeah, 100%. I didn't realize those were the teams. That is an interesting team. Yeah, kind of a weird situation. That is definitely a really odd situation. When was the last time Orange Cassidy defended his title? I feel like he defends it every week, but it's just because of the way the match style is. It's just we don't really know he's defending his title. It's just another win for Orange Cassidy. Guys, we're like we told you before, the Wrestling for Life Network is in a fantasy wrestling league. Shout out to Cheap Pop and the boys over there. But we have Orange Cassidy on our fantasy team because he wrestles a lot and he wins as a champion a lot. We get bonus points all the fucking time for OC. Imagine you took Hobbs, Wardlow, Ricky Starks, Malachi Black, Buddy Murphy, Brody King, FTR, Takeshita. Imagine you took some of these people and gave them the love, TV time, and push that Orange Cassidy has had for 5 years. What kind of stars would they be right now? What type of over talent would they be right now? Orange Cassidy jumped the railing. Now we're going into the crowd. Yeah, that's a real match. That feels like a fucking like. How many shrooms did I take before I read that? Like, as we go to picture in picture, both men are in the audience. That's a real match. RVD, Hook, and Page. Which Page, yeah, I don't. Okay. TK probably has ADD. His booking is everywhere. It definitely feels like that. Yeah. Or, other reasons why he can't focus. Game called due to bad booking. Fair enough. All right. OC for the win. The IWC puts guys like the Bucks and etc. on a pedestal. They think they can do no wrong. Very much so. And again, I think I've said this a million times on our channel, and I think I've said it a lot to you guys who tune in to me every week. I think that being honest and saying, you know what, I really don't like what they're doing, and this is why, doesn't make you a bad fan. If my favorite band came out with a new jam right now and it sucked, it sucks. And again, I'm not like, oh, I'm going to listen to this on repeat just because I like the band. It doesn't work that way. And yeah, I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get the appeal. Then again, I'm not 22. Maybe there's something about them that appeals to a 22-year-old that doesn't appeal to a man in his middle age. I don't know what I'm missing. Orange Cassidy versus Matt Taven should not be the main event. If you were trying to grow an audience and bring interest in, it probably isn't your best booking decision. There's no name value here. Nobody outside of the 800,000. Like, watch, we'll talk about this. This segment, I'm going to guess, and maybe I'm wrong, but it will be around 800,000 or less people watching. And I know the ratings aren't everything, guys, but when you have the potential to do 2-3 million in that rating system, but you're only, and you can't even hit 800,000, it's a problem. Right? And again, we see a natural decline every week. There's people all around North America that do what I've done live with you guys week in and week out for the last 5 weeks. Tune in all excited, and by the end of it, you're like, what the fuck else is on? Really? Since it's Valentine's Day, they should have had a mixed tag match. I'm actually surprised that there was no real reference to Valentine's Day. I'm actually surprised about that. There was like, being AEW's very, coming out of commercial break, big elbow drop on the table. The table sort of broke. Yeah, the table cracked but didn't break. Where does AEW get these fucking tables? They either fall apart or don't fall apart at all. There's no fucking Goldilocks around here. I love this company. OC is going to win, obviously. Yeah, he's going to win, and he definitely needs the win. I was just wondering, could Roddy fuck him over if it's a non-title match? OC for the win. If you have a championship title that is carried around in a backpack, your promotion cannot be taken seriously. I'll second that motion. Here. AEW is overdoing the no disqualification matches. It's not special if it happens every week. Beyond that, smile mark, it's not special when it happens with not special people. If you follow my logic there. In a match of Orange Cassidy versus Matt Taven, I don't give a fuck. So making it a no DQ, a last man standing match, wow, a huge running knee on the stage. I like Matt Taven. I actually like Orange Cassidy. But I don't give a fuck about this match. And what do you do with Roddy and OC at Revolution? How do you have a Texas death match in the build-up to a pay-per-view match? Help me. Tony says we're staying as long as it takes. So we'll see how long that takes. On March 13th, my bad. I got my month mixed up. Yeah, facts. KJ, let me see. KJ, let me see you this match real quick. Trent turns here at the pay-per-view and joins the Kingdom. That I would pop for, JV. And you know that. I've been asking for Trent to be a heel since he shaved his head. And nobody will listen to me. I want Trent to be a heel. I want Trent, go to TNA. But we got a table. Why, where those? They're setting the table up and out. Oh, Cassidy with a tope, but dodging the table. KJ, if Okada is signing with AEW, does he debut on the same night as Sasha, or does he debut at Revolution? I would say Revolution, Kyle, but I feel like Tony wants this TD Bank show to be gigantic. So I've got a feeling Okada, Sasha, Giselle, he might roll out as many new signings as he possibly can. As OC just got kicked in the side of the head, legit took a boot, and now wobbling over the table. Wow. Taven with the suicide dive up over the top, destroying it. Cassidy gushing blood. Holy shit. They'd probably all be in WWE by now. Who? He thinks he's Dickie Roberts. I like that. This week on Ring of Honor starts the television championship women's tournament. You don't have a television show. Crown the first women's television champion. Fair enough. That's cool. Why not? Tournaments are great. What happened to Hobbs? I remember the first seeing him thinking he was going to be a big deal. Hobbs is, we got a, OC's got a, where did that come from? So OC pulls out a Valentine, a heart-shaped box of chocolates. It's not chocolates, is it? This is a good moment in this death match. It's thumbtacks! Let's do thumbtacks. Fuck it. Why not? When in Rome. Yeah, Hobbs is just a background guy. A guy that never gets a singles match. Every once in a while, they throw him in there. He's just a henchman for Callis, but that's it. We don't get Hobbs. And OC back first into the thumbtacks. Ouch. We already know Denim Dan is, 100%. Taven missing. Now he's in the tacks. Hathaway's great. Stokely is great. DDT into the thumbtacks. Watching WWE sober feels like a Young Bucks are a mockery of wrestling. They are. They're a mockery of men at times. Never Orange Cassidy always wins. It's annoying at this point. Taven's trying to get up. Remember, we got a 10 count here, but OC goes and gets a chain. Paul, thank you so much for the super chat. Goddamn, KJ, you said it best. Maybe it just doesn't appeal to us anymore, but that shouldn't be the reason why we have to stop watching wrestling. I'm not stopping. I watch a lot of wrestling that I love. Here's Bennett. I do. I just struggle with the chaos. Not the chaos. I love chaos. I always say, I come on these streams and say, be greedy. But there's a lot of wrestling I love. Man, we tune into GCW and watch death matches on this channel. Here comes Trent's got roses, but no, it's a pipe. Why not just bring the pipe out? Well, we got Trent 7. I hope Trent turns. Oh, he got sabooed. But yeah, it's the lack of reasoning. It's the lack of sensibility. It's grown men acting like children. It's that's where I struggle. Maybe it is. I'm just old man yelling at cloud at this point. All these kids with the hippity hoppity, like, I guess maybe, maybe I'm as old as my beard makes me look. I don't know. But there's a lot of wrestling out there I love. And I really loved AEW. I'm really struggling with it now. Making my head hurt. Every Wednesday. It's the same fucking plateau. The Bang Bang and the Overrun are saving AEW from going under I don't know. Well, yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah. If you watch that average, I like going segment by segment, see what's up. But yeah, that 1 minute of Bang Bang or Big Bang and the Overrun, the tricky little Overrun. Here's Roddy. I am the table. Big knee on. And oh my God. So all the time the bad guys are running out and fucking everything up for Orange Cassidy. What everyone didn't realize is tape count. Even the fans lost track of the 10 count. Once found myself putting a rope around. That's a little dark. I'm special. Yeah, you are. Wow, TK, another women's championship. This time, Ring of Honor. Yeah, how long before it's on the AEW being defended? So Roddy comes out. Bennett comes out. Roddy runs by his guy. Like, Roddy, pick him up. So OC gets the win, and that is the show, ladies and gentlemen. I will take your rating out of 10 on this bad boy. I'm all ears. Where's Wardlow and Roddy? No Wardlow. They didn't need Wardlow. You think Wardlow could come out and make an impact, make a difference? You help the shit out, right? You think Wardlow would be impactful? No Wardlow. We didn't need Wardlow. We were planning to lose. Wardlow, you've already been on TV tonight. The whole time the bad guys came out to help, their guy was getting counted out. Counted down. Do you miss old Roman Reigns, Braden? No, not at all. Not at all. Not at all. The Roman Reigns that was trying to be a babyface that got shoved down our throat for no reason. No, I do not miss that. This Roman Reigns is phenomenal, though. Whew, I'm exhausted. TBS is going to cancel this show. Every report comes out and says, oh, we love it. Doing great. I'm really curious to see how the negotiations go. I really, really am, guys. Jeff Hardy is back on Rampage. Oh, they gave him a couple spots on Dynamite, and back you go. Yeah, funny as shit. That match had no reason to be hardcore. You could have done a one-on-one match. Bennett, Roddy try and screw over OC. Trent comes out, saves the day. OC hits a finisher, gets a win. It all makes sense. Nobody needed to bleed. We didn't need thumbtacks. To me, it's hot shot booking. And if Vince Russo has taught us anything, hot shot booking cannot last. It cannot sustain. It cannot continue. You can do it, but you can't always do it. And tonight, a lot of fans are going to say, that was an amazing Dynamite. It was so fucking good. Did you see that OC match? They were bleeding, and there was thumbtacks, and a table got broke. Ignoring 2 hours or an hour and 45 minutes of bad TV. That's what happens with this. That is the smoke and mirrors. That is Tony Khan. A lot of people are going to say that was an amazing match. It was a good match. It wasn't boring. I guess that's the upside. But it was unnecessary. And now OC is going to fight Roddy at a pay-per-view in what's going to feel like a lackluster match because he just had a death match with Taven. Help me understand. Counting by twos, last man standing match. Yeah, I wish the fucking the countouts went the way the last man standing count went. 6.5, 3.25 out of 10. More illogical booking. After all that shit talking, I was doing the match. I was doing that match was lit. Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah. See? 4 out of 10. Do you miss the old one? Got that one. 3.25. Didn't watch it, but I'm sure it was awful. 4 out of 10. 0.5. Like half a 1 out of 10. Nightmare. Not feeling it. No, instead they give us Wardlow 20-second match, right? Why not have Wardlow in that moment? Would that not have helped the situation? Pick up Taven. Thank God that show is over. Daniel Garcia versus Nick Wayne next week on Dynamite, and FTR versus BCC. All right. Daniel Garcia, Nick Wayne. Again, a great Ring of Honor match. Great Ring of Honor match. Do that. FTR BCC, fine. But I thought maybe that was leading to a Revolution match. FTR versus BCC. I guess not. AEW 8 out of 10. Matthew and Nicholas are EVPs 10 out of 10. JV, put the drugs down. 8 out of 10 because no hardcore fans here but me. There you go. That's all you needed was that one hardcore match, and that sold you on the show. So OC is facing Roderick in a normal match at Revolution, but had a hardcore match tonight. Facts. That's the issue. I'd rather see stupid pet tricks than AEW. Facts. Again, am I bored? Like, was I sitting during the main event going like, this is so boring? No. It was chaos. It was, I don't know. It's so, what a mind trick. 6 out of 10, says Eric. Yep. In Tony's mind, deathmatch equals ratings. We'll find out. We'll talk about it. Do you like Dean Ambrose in AEW or WWE? I don't like Dean Ambrose. I think he was better in WWE because people wouldn't let him do stupid shit, and he had some people. But again, some of his shit sucked too. There, AEW John Moxley has been fucking awful. The man will not sell a fucking thing for anybody, and I'm not going back into that rant at the end of the show. The main event saved it. You think? Yeah. See, I'm not that easy. The main event saving that. It was like NXT last night. The main event was the best part, but we have super chat and super stickers. So if you can get in, get in. AEW turned into ECW 5.5 out of 10 only because that last match went harder than I expected, and Darby promo was pretty good. 7 out of 10. I was enjoying the show until the main event. Trash match, 6 out of 10. AEW is going to make me start drinking again. Don't do it. If I was Jim Cornette, I wouldn't even bother watching. Yeah, but Jim Cornette getting a whole lot of ratings by watching. What's up, Drake? How you doing? How you doing? 7 out of 10. By the way, the dude that said I missed his comment, I don't see it, so maybe YouTube ate it. There you go. That was a blow-off match, not a setup match. Facts. Again, thumbtacks just thrown in the middle of a match for nothing. EQ says 7 out of 10. AEW turned into ECW. Wrong. And people keep saying this, and it's pissing me off. ECW had good stories, and it meant something. Everything they did, yes, there was chaos, but it meant something. Trent needs to turn on OC. I've been begging for that for a long time. John No Cell. It took me a second to figure out what that was. Why they didn't call it last match, man standing match instead of a death match. I have no idea. I don't know. Does the WWE own a copyright on last man standing? Maybe, probably. I can't decide if it's NXT was better or worse. Both shows very similar, Marvin. I'm trying to think. What did I like tonight? The opening match was okay, not bad. I hate Moxley and the fact that he won't sell. The second match, Wardlow gets a squash. Can't really write home about that. I really wish they would have done more to announce the fact that Osprey is officially going to fight Takeshita. Even if it doesn't make sense, you could have done a better job of making me see why. Like I said, give me a vignette, give me something that matters. Give me some substance to be excited. What was the other match that happened after the tag match? Young Bucks in Top Flight, fun match. If you're into that, you're probably thrilled that it happened. It was, predictable. The promo went a little bit long. Darby was the highlight of it. Darby did really well. Appreciate what Darby did. But again, I predicted this process. They were going to make themselves the number one contenders, so they had to get in a couple shitty matches just to say rankings-wise they're able to. And they did that, and now here we are. Main event, chaos, not boring, chaotic, but not really sensible. Struggled a little for me. NXT was kind of the same way last night of like the show wasn't great. The main event was really good. I'm gonna go. I went 6 last night. I'm going 5.5 tonight, I think. Did you watch the Royal Rumble 2024? Brandon, we watch all the wrestling. If you're new here, that's what we do, my guy. What time is Elimination Chamber? We will be live at 4:30 a.m. a week from Saturday. 4:30 a.m. I repeat, Eastern Standard Time. 4:30 a.m. We will be live. Rampage will be at 7 because of the NBA All-Star. We might be late. We might be late, Damien. But I'm happy about that. The main event really did save it. I still don't think it did. ECW set up matches. AEW has issues setting up matches. That's the difference. Where people make that ECW comparison, it bothers me because I was such an ECW fan that if you people forget there was storylines went on for 2 and 3 years, long-term storylines that built to something, and that's what made so much of the chaos worth it. They also had really good technicians, the Eddie Guerreros, the Malenkos, and so on and so forth. I'm not going to go into a big diatribe right now, but man, there was a lot of substance to ECW outside of the hardcore. And I feel like this is almost like you took ECW and turned it inside out. So we got no substance and just the hardcore. Like tonight's hardcore match made no fucking sense. None. Thou shall not stand match. I hate Moxley, OC, TK's booking. There, no, that's a fucking trifecta. All the blood with the thumbnails and tables is something you are on a you see on a PLE. Yeah, okay. So did that make it good because I got it tonight? I got Matt Taven, who is a Ring of Honor tag champ that we don't ever see in matches, taking on Orange Cassidy, and we break out thumbtacks. And again, we did a 30-second thumbtack spot. No real build to it. It's like, there they are, jump on it. It's like booking backyard wrestling with your friends. Like, set up the trick, do the trick, and then we roll past it. I don't think that tonight's AEW was a good AEW because the main event was chaos. I just don't. Do you think that Jeff Jarrett regrets letting Moxley use what? Joan Jett? No, I don't think so. Royalties. You don't give a fuck. I give KJ a 10 out of 10. Kept me entertained the whole night. Bash 8, I love you. I appreciate that, sir. I do my best. It's not always easy, but like I said, the wrestling might suck. We never do. Penta Jr. versus Santana, House of Glory, March 2nd. Reckoning. That's going to be a tricky one, but we have a whole bunch scheduled. That House of Glory show is on a very busy weekend, but I do believe we're going to peek in at that. This NXT had Lola Vice and Jada Parker. Facts. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to say last call on the chat. I'm going to shut her down and get some rest. I've been talking for 2.5 hours straight now. I'm out of voice. Moxley uses a cover of Wild Thing that was originally done by the Trogs. Remember when they came out to the wrong one? No, I think I'm pretty sure he's using the Joan Jett one now. But the Trogs one he came out to originally, and people made fun of Tony, and he had to re-up. I'm not sure, Daniel Price. Come back tomorrow. We'll talk about it. But I know the original Wild Thing they had was a fuck up, and then Tony had to go out and license another Wild Thing. But I think it's the Joan Jett one now. AEW, WCW is dying days. At times. I hope not, guys. I know, listen, I'm so hopeful that this gets better. You're bringing in more talent. I hope it matters. He doesn't use the Trogs version. I didn't think so. Taz versus Sabu build was like 2 years. It was amazing. Tommy Dreamer, Raven, Sandman, Raven. You know, like you said, Taz, Sabu, they built stories. They made you want to see the guys kill each other. Anyways, it sucks. Okay, on this lovely note, I thank everyone for joining us. Remember, we are back at it tomorrow. We're back at it all week long. Be a friend, tell a friend. Anywhere you know of people talking about wrestling, take our link, drop it there. Big shout out to Big Nick and Anthony. We are looking forward to tomorrow's show. AEW, very mid, very average tonight. The same old, start off excited and then end not so happy. That has been the trend in 2024 for me. I want to keep that excitement from the beginning to the end of the show, and it takes more than smoke and mirrors. But, ladies and gentlemen, that is our stream. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And until tomorrow, I'll see you on the flip side. I forgot totally about the button. 1 second. See you on the flip side. Good night.